to now go to our demonstrator for this month, Ron Vincent. Ron, the woodturner supreme Vincent. Let's give him a big hand.
Thank you. Okay, I assume you can hear me.
Yes.
This is one of the things we're going to work on today, and it's just a bunch of pieces. You have a base with a little bowl in it, 3/8 dowel. This piece here actually holds napkins, and it's set up for 12. And I didn't put anything together so that you could see the pieces. And that's the lady's head, and it's there's the hat. Okay. It holds 12 napkins, and I have to excuse me, I didn't bring any napkins. So we have some paper towels here. But they slide into the slots and set into the bowl. So you can use different colored napkins. I've made some that instead of the lady's head, it's like a shot glass for toothpicks, and you can put party napkins in it and set it out with your stuff, and they can take a toothpick off and a napkin. And if you put all white napkins in it, looks like a wedding dress. But I haven't done any of the decorating on it, so I haven't glued it together. So I took the liberty of starting some of it so that it wouldn't take so long. But there's just the pieces. This will be the disc that goes in there. The body, piece for the hat. So I guess we can begin. Maybe it'd be easier if we turn power to the lathe.
No crank for it today, huh?
Well, it's hard to do that, especially if we want to get up about 1,500 RPMs. And I do use other tools other than bowl gouges, but not very often. So I'm going to start out with just a 1/2 inch. And I'm left-handed, so you'll have to forgive me. Well, it serves as a bowl then, so that you can put rings in it or whatever. Yeah. Say, I know I had to chuck.
What's the wood you're working with today?
It's maple. Wow. There we go. Yeah. Drilling a hole in the center of it so that you got a place for the dowel. Probably help if I tighten the drill in it. Yeah. We need that for something else, so.
Leave it in, you can hit your elbow on it.
Anybody else see that comment online a minute ago? I didn't catch it. I bet you nobody else did. Well, now there's
They're saying where they're from.
Somebody posted something about somebody online being, but I didn't catch it.
Okay, one of the other things I was asked to show is I've made texturing tools. They take a standard 1/8 inch and you can use all different shapes and so forth. It doesn't do deep texturing. It only does light. So I will do.
What is that, a burr? Yeah, show it to the cam holder, right there.
Yeah, here.
Right there.
And then what's the receiver? I mean, that looks like a metal receiver. Is that different?
Question is, what is the receiver that that bit is going into?
Well, I have actually put bearings inside. There's 2 sets of bearings, one down farther down and then one up at the top. And then I super glued around the edge there to hold it so it doesn't pull out on the top one. That just slides in. There's a magnet in the bottom. So it sucks it in.
So it freely spins.
Yes. Yeah, it's spinning on 2 sets of bearings.
Okay.
And what is the bit itself?
It's a burr that you use on a Dremel.
You could use almost anything, correct?
Yes.
The 1/8 inch shaft?
Which camera are we doing here?
Let's do the side.
Who's directing this show? So it looks like about a 9 or 10 millimeter. No.
No, I don't think it's that big. It's probably, well, 5/16, whatever that is. Okay, and like any texturing tool, you just put it up to it.
What speed are you at, Ron?
I usually run around at between 1,000, 1,200, depending on the diameter.
Okay.
And you have to stay a ways away from it so that you're on the flat on your rest. And say it's fine texture. Actually, I've textured the handle for this with the same tool, because there's two of them. But you can do almost any surface with it. Doesn't have to be flat, so I can go in. Now I can send that around if anybody wants to look at it. Tip's hot, so.
No, it's hard to see. Here, well, here. Back off, Pete. And now the best part is you don't have to sand that.
Correct. And I know everybody wants to see sanding. You know?
Yep, we're all disappointed. No sanding today.
This actually will be the napkin holder portion of it. And again, sorry, but I'm not sanding.
Silence is golden.
I'll let you take it home, Bruce, and you can sand it. Okay, so that hole goes all the way through because the dowel will go through that. Yeah, you know what? I don't trust it. Oh,
That's what we're waiting for.
That with some sanding will be the head. No, I said with some sanding. Don't get confused. Yeah, actually, I don't need to do that. No, this is mahogany. Again, I use nothing but scraps. It won't let me turn it up any higher. I guess we'll turn it 1300. And you can make the hat any shape you want. Should have brought my detail gouge along. And that's the hat. Find my detail sander here. Pardon? But that's all there is to it. Other than a piece of dowel. That, pardon? Right. We have a bandsaw, but I don't have a fixture. Yeah. Because I do the indexing and I just mark it, and then for my bandsaw, which is a bigger one, I have just a V, and it slides into that, and it centers itself. But where the base went, but doesn't matter. We got more. So that just 3/8 dowel fits into the hole sometimes. And then the disc will slide right over it sometimes. And the lady goes on top, and then the hat, and you glue it together. But I usually decorate them. I'll paint or dye or stain or something to give it some color, and face on the lady or whatever. And maybe burn lines on the hat or something to give it a little different feel. But that's all there is to it. I typically could put 12,
The question is, how many slots does he put in it? You say 12?
usually 12. There's a dozen napkins that way. Yeah. Indexing on mine, I can do every other one, so I can do 24 or 36 because there's 3 slots, and I'm assuming this is the same thing. But it gets a little crowded.
Did you want that tool back, Ron, or can he, the last person, keep it? Joe, did you have a question?
Yeah, for that virtual level, I would think your Dremel thing would work.
Pardon?
Dremel grinder,
Yeah.
get in there.
That's what that is.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a Dremel.
He said, you use the Dremel.
Could you just use the Dremel? It would just carve away.
No, put the bit in your Dremel
And just let it freewheel?
instead of making,
Okay.
You can.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, and you can make it bigger. You can use 1/4" shanked grinding bits also, because you can get those that are coarser and they'll go deeper.
I'm just thinking if you used it once in a while, it wouldn't be worth it to make one of those.
Yeah.
Where did you get your bearings?
Where did you get your,
Bearings? I bought 'em
where
on
did you get your
Amazon.
bearings?
And all I did is I looked up the inside diameter for the shaft, and I didn't care what the outside was because I was going to make something to hold it. And same place with the magnet. You get like 50 magnets, a 1/4" or 3/8 of an inch for like $6. So this one actually has 2 in the bottom of it, and I glued those in so that they didn't pull the bearing and everything out with them. Sir,
The question was, what is the normal diameter of these pieces?
it's probably height. It's going to depend on the napkins you're going to use. If you're using party napkins, they're only about 4 inches, and the standard dinner napkin is about 6 inches. So you're going to vary on how high up you put it. That's why I've not glued anything together, because I haven't decided what I'm going to do with it.
Question is, do you fold the napkins first, like diagonally, before you put them in there?
Yes, you do. And sometimes the slot isn't wide enough with a bandsaw, so I've used a handsaw afterwards to open it up a little bit, because otherwise you got to really get that crease tight to get them in there. Sir?
Did you say you have 2 bearings in your?
Yes. There's one at the bottom, and then one right at the top so that it doesn't wobble on it.
Any other questions? All right, let's have a big hand for Ron.
Thank you.
And